play a good first period, get real unlucky at the end, them going up 1-0. Second period, too many men on the ice right away, in our net. Another one of their goals, Provy wants Hartsey to leave it. He doesn't hear it, he moves it, turnover in our net. That little surge there where we kind of fueled it and a little bit of self-destruction, that's the game. Kept playing. That is the number one priority no matter what the score is, because I want our team to keep playing, and we did. So didn't develop a whole hell of a lot, but it is what it is.
Yeah, as you said, the goals were a little bit more opportunistic than anything else, but why did you guys have so much trouble generating quality scoring chances?
Yeah, they played pretty well defensively. They're a good hockey team, both offensively and defensively. Had a number of chances in a surge in the second period, and I thought the goaltender, when it was 4-1, we had many, probably 4 or 5 at the end of that period to get 2. I thought Ottinger played really well in spurts when we did have some chances. The chances ended up, I think, 19-15. We still had chances, but it just didn't develop enough sustained offense.
You mentioned you felt like it wasn't an effort issue, especially coming off of this past game where Rocky wasn't necessarily pleased with that through the first 2 periods. How encouraging was it to see the response?
Yeah, that's the absolute must as we play through the week here. I just want us to keep playing hard, and our guys did. I thought we teetered in the last game in St. Louis on embarrassing ourselves those first 2 periods. They grabbed a hold of themselves in between the second and third, played a really good third period, and I thought played hard tonight.
Kind of following up on that, you have a guy, we talked to you recently about James Van Riemsdyk, about how, he's obviously not necessarily going to be part of this moving forward, had the thing with the trade deadline. When you see a guy like him jump to the defense, who's not a fighter, jump to the defense of Scott Law, does that make you feel good about where the locker room is?
Yeah, the locker room's been great. It really has. And dangerous hit on lots. Blind, I think it's to the head. I think James, we talked about this, that we need to learn to take hits. Like the other night when Seals take a penalty when Ronnie got hit, I don't think we need to fight there. And that's the fine line we got to watch here. I think when you develop a team, you need to take hits in hockey games and not expect someone to go fight for you. Tonight's different. I think it's a dirty hit. I'm not sure if the guy has intent, but it certainly was a dangerous hit. High marks to James jumping up.
You mentioned Hart's miscommunication by a minute with Ivan Provorov, but aside from that blunder, what did you make of Hart's overall game in his first game back in a couple weeks?
A tough game for him because we haven't had any practice time. He's been nicked up. Haven't had people play in front of him during our practices. The goalie needs to see that. I thought he stood in there, made some good saves. Miller goal, I like to see that one maybe, and I'm sure he feels the same way. I think he sees it. It's a good shot, but all in all, it's not him. Really hard for him to get back to a National Hockey League game when we haven't been able to practice. I mean, this is our 4th game in 6 nights. We got another back-to-back coming up here after tomorrow. I think we played 10 games in 17 nights. We just got to keep on grinding away.
We just talked to Carter, and he basically said that it was a tweak. He obviously was out for a couple weeks, but the last 2 seasons he hasn't been able to finish out the year. That's really important to him. Yeah. Is that the kind of mentality you're looking for from your goalie?
Yeah, all the things they've talked to me about Carter when I was first hired here, some of the maybe question marks about him in talking to the management and group going through the interview process, I haven't seen for a second. I think he has handled himself so well this year. Probably he's been our most consistent player. Ups and downs, and where we are as a team, he just plays. So he's been a really good pro.
Coach, I was just curious, your impressions of Jason Robertson with the Stars.
I'll talk about my team, not your team.